Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. For ages, we have been taught of picking up the right things. Right? It's also called cherry picking. So we pick up the best cherry, the best fruit out of the whole lot. Right? And this has been going on. And the same happens in the banking business when you're picking up or you're selecting, you're doing risk analysis, you're doing a lending portfolio analysis for your customers. This is the way you just reject all the bad loans you feel, right, and just pick up the right one. So we know we have been taught the way that what's best for us, what's good for us. And in the modern world, it's also called what good looks like. So we identify what good like, right? But many times the potential of growth is also there in the bad ones. So we need to understand how bad they are. Are they really bad? Is there a potential? Is there another product? Is there something or profiling we can do on those segments also and explore more business opportunities within them? And how can we fix them? How can we make or regularize them into our business? So let me put something in context. So this is sound of this is the sound of an engine, and anyone can tell that there's something bad with this engine. It's not sounding correct. It's bad. Something is bad within this, right? If you go to a mechanic, the mechanic can say, yeah, there's a problem with this. Let me diagnose it for next 2-3 days and come back to you which all parts, etc. we need to change. However, I'm sure you would have also met a mechanic with 30 years of experience and gray hairs who could just by listening the sound can say what exactly bad is in that, whether a shaft is wrong or a belt is wrong or whatever. But unfortunately, that means gray hair and 30 years of business. But if we multiply this sound in today's world, if we put together all the bad sounds together and train AI models, engine model in our business scenarios, right? AI can tell you what bad sounds like and can actually tell you that this engine has this part as a problem and all. So what it helps you is fixing the problem in more efficient way, in a less time consuming way. Now, if we apply the same analogy in our business and we try to understand, rather than seeing what good looks like, we're seeing what bad looks like, and apply it over here in the banking or the lending side, there are scenarios which we can use to analyze, say, churn prediction, fraud detection, credit scoring, automated verification, and use cases could be n number. How really things are bad and what we can get out of that. But definitely, as a bank, we are not a mechanic, we are not into automobile business, we need a lot of guardrails. And when we have to apply guardrails, it is important that we're not utilizing any PI information, we have to be ethical from an AI perspective, data remains everything on-premise, and we don't give any hallucinated answers, right? Because it's a human, it's a business, it's a money going, it's not just a car. Now we at Newgen, we apply the same fundamentals, right? And we have been working with nearly 800 plus financial institutions globally. And when we go to them, there are different stakeholders who ask us and solve this problem in the same way. So we leverage them into 3 areas. So it's first is on the decision maker, the CXO, the business heads within the organization. Now when they analyze that this is bad or there is a potential in this bad, that's the decision they make. But if they find something, definitely they call the enablers, which is the IT team within the organization, within the bank, that, okay, we need to launch this product. What can we do? How can we change our processes? How can we run a campaign, etc. over there? But when you know the platform has been set, you need the executors, which is the actual banking or business operations team, which has to execute, automate, or do those activities within the business world. So let me deep down into the decision makers. Now, how decision makers work, and I'm sure you all in your day-to-day life also work this way. So we all get together on a Teams meeting or a physical meeting room. We find out all the charts, what is happening, which products are selling, which products are not selling, which customers are buying or not buying, right? Unfortunately or fortunately, this information comes in those fancy charts. We look into that, we try to interpret whatever happens. But the human mind does not stop. Human mind says, okay, this is very nice, but can you apply this to another product? Can we segment to a specific millennials, for example, or Gen Zs, for example? Can you apply this over here? And what this would require, another meeting, all right? So to do product performance and all risk analysis, the areas keep going on. But all this requires meeting after meeting, analysis of data, capturing more data from different sources, which becomes again very inefficient. So within Newgen, we thought about this and we thought about our customers' leaders and we brought in Lumen. Lumen, we call it as a growth intelligence AI-led platform and very heavily used in lending today. So it's like a chat-like interface, not for your end customers, but actually for your business users. So for example, here, I asked Lumen, how is my business doing? Now, in the traditional way, it will give me a Power BI report or something, but Lumen is telling me, I have X number of customers, this is the risk profile of my customers, my product A is working better than my product B, so credit card A is working better than credit card B, and who are buying it more, in the language business understand, not the language of a chart going up and down and comparison, in the English language. But the mind doesn't stop. This is where the next question comes in. If you want to do a churn analysis, if you want to predict which product will work, if I want to launch a travel credit card, will it work on my existing customer base? Can I retain more customers by launching a differentiated product? Then you can ask those questions. The beauty with Lumen is it is not giving you the global intelligence. It is not telling you how the world credit card is working. That OpenAI can say. But Lumen works on your own transactional data, on your own customer CRM data, and does that analysis and give you a real-time feedback on that performance. So here, let's say the question is we want to launch exactly a travel card. Is it a good idea? As simple as it is. This is the same a leader, a CX would ask his credit card head. And you can ask the same question on Lumen over here. So Lumen did the analysis here on your own transactional database, your spend analytics of your customers, the way people would have done it, but invested 3 weeks, 4 weeks or more time in capturing that data, performing that analysis, etc. Now, if as a business user, I like that idea, and I want to launch a new card, I want to change a process, I want to make that change happen, the next thing is you call the enablers. So you call in your tech team. Now the tech team will come and they will create an agile program of 12 months, 18 months and say, yes, we can do it, right? This is the whole plan. Let's solve it. But the CXO asks, will this fly after 18 months or 12 months? Can't we act faster? That's where the second layer from Newgen comes in, is our low-code enabled platform. The whole transformation, even Lumen, which you saw, is backed by a very powerful low-code technology platform, where we automate or enable those processes to be applied in a matter of weeks rather than months. Right? Forget those days of 12 months, 18 months, how we can fast. And even this platform is AI enabled. I can type over here that I want to create a travel card and launch a new process. The system will create the whole process altogether in a matter of clicks, and then I can improvise and integrate that with other systems. And go much deeper doing the same data analysis, where the risk assessment has to be done, what kind of decisioning has to be done, what kind of scoring has to be done. The platform will perform all those activities for me and help me automate faster. Rather than an 18-month program, how can we bring it to a 5 weeks, 6 weeks kind of a program? So once enablement is done, then comes the actual executors, the business users, who has to perform and work. Now when their life comes, it becomes literally very boring. Transactions keep coming like a conveyor belt, like waiting at the airport for my baggage to come forever, right? And that's how the operations run. But what value we can bring it from Newgen perspective? So today, using the power of AI and low-code, we have been transforming end-to-end processes, whether it's SME loans, personal loans, or trade finance, over this framework. And from capturing of a lead from a digital world or brokers or aggregators to actual activation or issuing of that service end-to-end over a single framework using the power of low-code and AI. Now with this, the platform performs all the background checks, analysis, verifications, KYCs, extractions, and bring them to underwriting. But even within underwriting, so here from the digital perspective, we can capture all that data. The system can do analysis on the documents, let's say the customer is sending. So we applied AI even on the content. There's a lot of information over there. The engine can auto-compare as all the documents being submitted of the same customer. Is it my wife driving license and my utility bill, is it the same people or not? It can check whether it's a 6-month-old document or a 12-month-old document is expired or a fraudulent document, etc. So it performs like an agentic AI behind the scene. But coming back to the original case of what BAT looked like and what else we can do, the platform enables you to do deep penetration analysis on all the customer data. So if I am offering a product, the customer gives the entire fitment based on your own trend analytics of this credit score, of this say income, and this say the spend, right? The system is suggesting to cross-sell or upsell or propose another product, because the probability of customer accepting that product would be higher. And not only from a sales perspective, even from a risk perspective, doing a deep penetrated analysis on those lending like an agentic AI in the background. So my role as an underwriter would be just skim through this, but behind the scene, the engine is doing the complete analysis, even financial calculations, for futuristic calculations. What if wage rate changes? What if these economic term changes? And how would then customer behave, etc. at the background over the platform? So that brings a whole ecosystem of lending transformation using the power of data science, decision making, which I told you about the CXOs, using the power of low code to enable things faster rather than waiting 18 months, 12 months, how we can do it faster, using content AI and process AI end to end over a single ecosystem, enabling you to be more productive, to launch your products faster, have more straight-through processing within your applications, and drive more business from what we were originally calling them bad, how new we can drive to them. Thank you. Now just a single slide, single slide on Newgen. We are a 30-year-old product organization, roughly 4,000 plus employees, 800 plus active customers, publicly listed, and most important, profitable company. It's very important today, it's time to be stable and profitable. Thank you very much.